still have these microvoxels that were templated over, and people do complain about the wipe actually, but the one amazing thing that we get to keep is the templates, and
Hence the microvoxel.
yeah, hence
Even though it technically doesn't exist now because they've taken away all the options to use it, we all still get to use it.
Ah, brilliant. Mitsuna's just added me as a friend, so if you portal over to me, and I will hand you over this lovely, legendary anal pulverizer.
Who made it again? Was it Spinner or was it Sagins? Was it Sagins?
Oh,
Spinner, well done.
Sagins. No, Spinner.
Sagins. Thank you, Sagins.
Spinner's not been in the game for ages. He's busy playing Arcade or something else. He doesn't care about Landmark anymore.
No, you might be right. Or someone wants to be my friend too. Thank you. Very nice. That's doubled my friend's number. I've got two.
0 plus 0 is...
0.
Carry the numbers over here.
Who said I couldn't do maths?
But yeah, so that was like me showing you microvoxels really quickly. They're useful for so many things. Like this little ladder, it's thinner. If I made it with normal voxels, it would be completely kind of Minecrafty.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's what always comes to my mind.
So,
Yikes.
like, you'd have this kind of nasty, cheap kind of tacky, I think is the word I'm looking for. It just looks like pixel. Don't get me wrong, pixel art can look wonderful.
For the record, this is what was expected the game to be. They didn't know microvoxels. Dave didn't know about it. Voxel Farm didn't know about it. So this was going to be the best we got to play with. And as it turns out, the player community figured these out, and in all the other versions of voxels we've got now.
So yeah, so the microvoxel created a kind of new idea, and people then started going, what can we do with microvoxels? And they started making these shapes. They created lots of different shapes, and they all merged together in different ways. They had different interactions. There was sort of welding with how they react to normal voxels, and it started people building in a completely different way. And then some beautifully bright spark thought, I know, I'm going to put this all together in one board, and thus the microvoxel, anti-voxel, and everything else voxel board was created.
This is like one of those scientific calculators. I've used about 4 things on this. No idea what the rest of them do.
Yeah, what? Cosine? Tan?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Who's ever used them?
I used the percentage button once, but I don't know much.
And that is pretty much summarises the board up. There's a lot of stuff on there, but you'll never really use all of it. You've had a fair go though, haven't you?
I like to play with them all. I must say, on the voxel board, if you ever get a voxel board, and if you haven't got a voxel board, add me to your friends. I'll come and drop one on your claim and just play with it. It's brilliant. It's so good and
game changing.
Yeah, it really is. And like the one thing that I love is this angled voxel here. I shall paint it in a horribly bright colour so everyone can see it. Let me just select colour. Blood, talk about something interesting. There we go, this angled voxel.
Thanks for the big gap there. I had something really interesting to say as well.
Go on then.
No, it's too late now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I didn't read it anyway, carry on.
So yeah, this red angled voxel, it basically is the most utilised tool I have on here, because from that you can build stuff off the grid. So you can start making things on a 45-degree angle, and
like these stairs, I take it.
A lot of things. Nothing in here. Yeah, the actual these stairs were used with line tool. I made the arms actually. Upstairs. We shall go find my staircase, and we can show you the staircase. So outside here, this was my first kind of foray into using the 45-degree angle, so I got a little bit excited and started using it everywhere. But what's happened is we're not on the main grid of the game anymore, so as you can see the grid is square, everything has to conform to the square, but the diagonal voxels, they don't. So you can start putting things at different angles and make stuff look completely unique. which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. Say something, Blood. Christ.
I didn't know what you were doing. You were talking so happily about stairs. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit obsessed with stairs now.
You are at the moment. You've made stairs for pretty much everyone at the moment.
Yeah, I've even. Have you seen my sign? Actually, I've just tweeted this out today. This is my latest thing. I have made a shop sign for Woobe Stairs.
Brilliant.
And yeah, I will be taking commissions on stairs and stuff, and building stairs for people as and when.
Yeah, I've even given it a like. That's how dedicated I am.
Oh, aren't you kind? Thank you for liking my claim.
I didn't really like it. Just felt I had to do it. It's one of those things, isn't it?
You did have to do it.
That's what I thought.
It's wonderful. But yeah,
had to, not choose to.
I think I've spoke about microvoxels enough. I'm getting bored of myself, to be honest.
Right, what's next then?
Was there anything else on the live show that was actually vaguely interesting yesterday, or was it all just nonsense?
There was a lot about live.
Yeah, there was a lot about Landmark Live. They did say that they're going to be streaming a little bit of it, didn't they?
Yeah, I've got a feeling, and I didn't mention what's going to be the main focus of it, but I've got a feeling it'll be H1Z1.
Oh, actually, while we're on that subject, I believe you have a little bit to say about H1Z1.
Yeah, I am a big fan. I don't know how many guys have watched it or following it, but I know the guildies are probably tiring a little bit of me mentioning it. It is going to be so cool. And a great example of the trolls and kids today is that they're getting a lot of grief for stuff they're showing on the game, but they're doing some unique stuff. The radio thing that was on for about 17 hours, that was fantastic. Possibly a little too long, but a unique thing to do. And then this week they actually done a little segment where they built a small gathering of houses, a kind of town, as you will. And we got to name it, and we got to choose how it was being laid out. It was really cool.
So it's cool, some nice features coming to H1Z1.
Yes, and it will be out very soon, and I shall definitely be playing that. Yeah, look, Rogue 1970. Looking forward to H1Z1. Definitely, I think a lot of people will.
Yeah, in the future we will be doing a few dedicated shows about H1Z1. And just trading Mitstuna his pulverizer, so he can go and pulverize in some caves.
At least he has used the hardest name in the world for his actual character as well.
It's got to mean something. We need to be told the meaning of your name.
Come on, Mitstuna. Tell us how to say it and what it means. Well, I've got to wait 30 seconds. There's me staring at the chat. It doesn't happen like that.
But back to Landmark. We've got the roadmap for Landmark, so we know what's coming soon. So we've mentioned caves are coming. In June, it seems more of a crafting side of the game. So we're getting crafting 2.0 is going to be continued. We're going to be seeing salvage and things like this, aren't we?
We've got a few guildies heavily waiting on salvage. I know Rogue 1970 is one of them.
It's hopefully going to expand crafting, so you're not making all these items and just getting rid of them, basically. Like sitting there going, oh look, I've made this axe that isn't as good as the axe I've already got, so shall I just delete it or shall I use it?
I'm so not a crafter. It means very little to me.
There we go. So his name is MT Stunner.
Oh, there you go, MT Stunner.
So like you're an empty.
It's a real life nickname.
So you're an empty stunner. I had a full stunner once, but now I'm an empty stunner.
Yeah, Devil Doe.
Yeah, I agree. I think he hit his face on the keyboard. And now
it was one of those drunken names. You know when you got to create a new character and for the life of you can't think of what to call it.
He's decided he's going to make up this real life story now. Of, MT Stunner. That's totally my my real life nickname. All the guys down the gym call me MT Stunner.
No, those days have passed. In the old days, everyone used to be really fit and tough, and they'll beat you up for calling them silly. Nowadays, everyone's a programmer. That's the cool thing now. You don't need muscles. You need to know how to program a game.
Oh, that's brilliant, because I haven't got muscles and I don't know how to program a game. So
You're stuffed.
I'm bottom of the fucking pile.
You are stuffed.
When
aren't you?
genes were being handed out, why I was back of the line. But at
Yeah.
least I got hair.
Oh. Well, I'm glad that's come up. I've got something for you which I thought might make you smile. You need to stick my AFK stick on for a second and then tell me when you've done it.
I will, yep, there you go, you're AFK'd.
Right, hold on, I've got to take the headphones off as well. You will like this.
I better like this. The suspense is absolutely killing me. Oh, guys, you're in for a surprise.
Right, I already can't hear through this thing. You can take it off now if you want.
Right, and it's coming off now. Oh my god, what have we got there?
This is what I would look like if I was your love child. I knew you'd like this.
I honestly thought you were going to use the webcam feature to get the hair up. I didn't
I
think.
thought you would.
I
went one
didn't
step
realise
further.
that you'd trimmed your anal beard and stuck it onto your head.
This looks like Holly Willoughby's bush if anyone actually watches Celebrity Juice. Yeah, you're getting told off for doing hair, Joe.
The thing is, it actually suits you.
It probably would. I used to look alright with hair. How time
Did
is
you
not my
have
friend.
a perm in the 80s? Is that...
No, I wasn't around. Oh, I was, weren't I?
You were around in the 80s, you old bastard. I was around in the 80s, so you were definitely around in the 80s.
Fair play. Yes. They're laughing now. The 30 seconds has passed. They've seen the hair. Do you know what? It's really hot to have hair. Who needs central heating when you've got hair?
Yeah, that's why I've got a beard. I'm actually, for all those who don't know me, I'm actually a Wookiee.
He is a very hairy man. I don't know. I don't know.
Blood knows more than some. He gets special views. But I am a Wookiee who's learned really good English, I would say. I'm quite fluent in English, but...
We just know this is set up for you to do your very good, infamous Wookiee sounds. Go on.
There's an infamous Wookiee sound.
Do it.
Who does that?
Just do it.
Okay, I was trying
Yeah,
to be
I
coy.
so don't want to show people I can say. There you go.
There we
Brilliant. Thank you.
A bit of Chewbacca for the evening.
Do you have to wipe your webcam off now?
No, that comes later when we do. The,
That's our private show afterwards.
that's a special show that we don't.
That's a different blood show.
We don't put that one on Twitch, mate. That one.
There's not a warning strong enough for such a thing.
We weren't supposed to tell people about that one.
No, I'm glad I've not showed them the pink in my room now. They'd never believe I was married.
The thing is, if you're using pink like that, it could be, a little bit of pink in the house.
There's a lot of pink in this house. Not by choice, by under the thumbness.
So yeah, lots of really important game stuff I think we've been discussing.
We have indeed. What have we covered? Microvoxels, yay!
I guess this is almost a good time to sort of sum the show up for the first week.
We promise we will be more funny and more structured in the future.
Yeah,
The worst thing is, in the test show, we were amazingly funny.
Well, I'm funny all the time. Sometimes you get
Looking.
lucky. Maybe you should put the wig on your chin as a beard, and you could have a great big bushy beard.
No, it's staying on here now. I'm trying to see if I can actually get used to having hair.
You
It's
should
very
walk.
weird.
You should walk in on your wife and see if she notices.
What, until I pull this out of the drain plug?
But yeah, we would like any feedback on sort of features, things you want us to talk about, things you'd like to see in game. We don't want to just do tours and building techniques because that's what everyone else does. We want to.
We want segments.
If you're doing a game, if you're making a game that we can come and play on the stream, tell us. We'll come and have a look at it, and we'll come and have a game of it on the stream, and it'll be a laugh. We want to see some different things. There's people's builds, and there's And there's tours of the builds, and there's got to be people doing unique stuff that we can come and find. So if you've got any things like that, please just either add us in game, send us a message on Twitch, or you can follow us on Twitter at @landmark_exiles.
In game, I am Bloodmyth, as